Yeah, I see.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Tonight we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Sounds good. Oh, Jersey is watching. Yeah.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State of Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Oh, wow.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. There's a nice move, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And this one's incomplete. The Titans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Henry running right. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Oh.
A front burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
He did.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense.
Mills hit, and he loses the ball. It's picked up by the Titans, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Mills. And this throw will be intercepted. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
59 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3rd down, turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Second and 7.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Texans are going to get it back here just past the 35. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one that
Mills can't get away, and down he goes.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston.
Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
In here, too.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Henry. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert.
Oh, yeah.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Mills. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the counter, it's Edwards. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Mills. Open man is Samuel, complete. So back-to-back plays each get nothing. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
That was impressive to me because while it's a pass play, they still rallied to the football. Like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Oh, no.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Working out of the gun, Mills. And he'll just get rid of it.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
I'm not saying it to say so. I'm just saying.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
I ain't saying it because because you know how, oh, you already heard, oh, y'all losing. That's when y'all want to say something.
Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt, and it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 97 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead.
Ooh, Pete.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will rail him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
No, he wasn't. He was a normal.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys,
I forgot we did that.
Through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and
you
get us
put
going
on your
in the right
QB?
direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to plays on defense.
Okay, dude.
X, Y, and Z, and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I still building.
Herbert on 1st down now. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Go get it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him,
he might.
Mike. Look at the defense. They came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's so well understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jordan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Off the option, here's Henry. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the 2nd straight play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd and long, it's Herbert.
Yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
is beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Mills now looks to throw on first down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Off the play fake, Mills.
He's got him in, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Milo.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Oh, we all know that. The Jets is
and his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
He probably was like, yeah, I'm at 21 on this nigga. Yeah. It wasn't open yet, but it's open now.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Oh, you really want to see the mess? Everybody wants a song? Huh?
It's been a shootout so far.
Oh.
We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as he'll go for 2. And Mills is intercepted for the third time. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Going hard in there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I don't know nothing about that.
Now it's Herbert.
Ooh.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Oh, wow.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Put a D in, sacks or... yeah.
Herbert operating from the red zone.
Give me that.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down. Let's go.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Still 9 remaining on second down. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Third and short yardage, Mills. Completes it to Samuel.
I had a tight end
and
wide
he'll take
open.
this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Play action now, Mills. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back. Back now in Nashville. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Way to throw thought.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Running left is Edwards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They go play action. Mills winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are right back in this football game. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Herbert, quick pass out wide, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. On the counter, it's Henry. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Herbert. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's
going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A gain of 32 that time. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Herbert now to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now Herbert, third and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
And all the way down to the 35.
159 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run once more with Edwards. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now a handoff, Edwards. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Looking to throw is Mills. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run the toss here. Edwards shifts by at the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their
hips. And I get to get my trait because we only had 99 yards.
Just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Got my trait down.
So Houston
got my trait down. If I didn't get it, I'm going to be hot.